You are only as young as your spine is flexible. Welcome to Soul Peace Yoga. I am Stacy. Thank you for joining me today. For today's practice, we will be doing chair yoga for spinal mobility. You will need lavender essential oil, which is always optional. I just like to use essential oils with my yoga practice. Lavender is calming. Also, please use a carrier oil with the essential oil. You will also need a yoga strap, 2 yoga blocks. I will be moving your spine in all spinal planes of motion, which is forward and back, flexion and extension, side to side laterally, and twisting rotation. This is a very basic and safe routine. If you have any special conditions, please get clearance from your medical doctor before starting any type of exercise program. But this is a very beginner-friendly, if you're coming back from an injury, this is also very safe, and that's the beauty of chair yoga, using the chair. And of course, you're going to need a chair. I'm using a fold-up chair. You want to make sure that you are on a sturdy, non-slip surface. I'm on my rug. If you're on a hard floor, you can put a yoga mat down or some sort of non-slip rug. You can also place your chair in front of a wall just for a little bit more sturdiness. All right, let's go ahead and get started so you and your spine can move with ease. You want to be seated in your chair in a neutral position. I am not sitting all the way back, so you want to come and sit forward a little bit because we will be doing some forward folds and you'll need the space in front of you. And you want to sit up as straight as possible, holding yourself up. You don't want to sit back in the chair rounded. All right, so take a look at your feet. You want your feet neutral, everything in a neutral position. All right, starting with your arms out to the side. Take a breath, inhale. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Open up your hands in front of your face. Keep your eyes closed. And let's just take a moment to breathe. Beautiful. Take your right hand onto your chest and your left hand onto your tummy. Keep your eyes closed. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Let's just take a moment to be here, this very moment, with your breath, your body. The goodness of the moment. Calm. Beautiful. Bring your arms back out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Bring your arms back out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to forward fold, reaching underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. Bring your arms down by your side. Let's do some shoulder rolls for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Reverse. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Gently placing your hands onto your thighs. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, turn your head to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let go of the breath. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, turn your head to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let go of the breath. Beautiful. Arms back out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together. Exhale down to your heart. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to reach for our blocks and our strap. Hopefully yours isn't too far away. Placing the blocks in front of you on the ground horizontally next to each other. Take your strap and let's go ahead and see if you can place your right heel on the block. All right. Now, if you feel more comfortable placing your foot onto the floor, please do. Take your strap. You can take your strap, place it on the top base part of your foot, pulling your strap towards you. Inhale, exhale, lean forward from the hip. And you're going to feel a nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Close your eyes and breathe. Carefully coming back up. We're going to switch sides, taking the strap behind the base part of the foot, sitting up nice and tall, leaning forward from the hip, pulling the strap towards you, and breathe. Excellent. Slowly coming back up, remove the strap, bring your feet back into a neutral position, and you're going to put your blocks to the side, arms back out to the side. We're going to go to forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. Bring your arms out to the side like you're flying away. Open up your arms nice and big. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale, round and reach towards me. So I want you to excessively round your back, round your shoulders, reaching towards me. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Coming back to center. Inhale up. Hands together. Exhale down to your heart. Perfect. Now bring your hands onto your thighs and just rest your hands for a moment and just take a break here. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. Feeling the goodness of the moment and the calm. If at any time during the session you feel fatigued or you feel like you need to just take a little break, you can come into this seated position and just take the time to breathe. Beautiful. All right, moving on, you're going to take your block, place it in between your legs vertically. Now, if you're a taller person, you might need your block horizontal. So you want to take a look at your knees and your hips and see if they are in a straight line, and use your actual hip bones as a guide and your knees. So as you can see, for me, this is a little bit too wide. So I'm going to place my block vertically. All right. We are going to do a couple seated twists with your arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist open to the side. You're going to place your hand on the outside of the leg, and the other arm is reaching back. Open up the fingers of both hands and try to look at your back hand. And let's take the time to breathe here. Really pull the navel in. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, we're going to go straight to the other side. Arm is on the outside of the leg, arm is back. And you can rest your back arm. You can lean it against the chair if you like. Push against the leg, push against the chair. Extend through the fingertips and twist back. And breathe. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. Carefully remove the block, repositioning yourself back into neutral, arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. All right, and now we're going to come to a standing position. So you can come up from your chair like so. Inhale up, hands together, exhale down. If you have trouble coming up off the chair forward, you can come sideways and gently place your hand onto the chair, holding on at the top and the bottom, and push yourself up and then holding on to the back of the chair. So we're going to move our chair in front of us. So just a reminder, you can also put the chair against a wall to get it a little bit more sturdy. And you definitely want a sturdy surface. You don't want your chair to slip around. So you can put it on top of a yoga mat or another non-slip surface. Placing your hands on the back of the chair and standing neutral, standing tall. Ground your feet. Let's just take a moment here. Feel the earth with our feet. Ground your body. Ground your energy. Bring your arms down by your side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Extended mountain. Exhale down to your heart. Placing your hands on the edge of the chair, you're going to walk yourself back to a modified down dog. Modified down dog is an L shape with your body. Your knees are slightly bent. Pull your navel in. Now you're going to just lightly use the chair for balance. So don't hold on to the chair too tight. I want you to place the weight of your body in the center of your body. So you're going to use the chair gently to kind of push away with your arms. Pulling the navel in, keeping the knees slightly bent, getting as long as you can through the spine. And let's take a couple breaths here. Beautiful. Carefully walking back up to the chair, arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together. Exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. Placing the hands once again on the edge of the chair, you're going to bring your left leg back. So you're on a train track and you're going to bring your left leg back about 2 feet. So you want to make sure you have enough room in front of the chair with your front leg so you can come down and get nice and long in the spine. Hands are on the chair and gently pushing the chair, but without too much force to the point where the chair is slipping. Knees are slightly bent. Navel in. Let's take a couple breaths here. Now you can hold onto the chair with a little bit more of a grip. I personally like to just keep my hands open and use the chair for a little bit of balance. And that reminds me to kind of keep my weight into my core and in the back of my body. Beautiful. Carefully coming back up. You can walk back up to the chair, catch your breath, arms back down by your side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together. Exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. Moving on to the other side, hands onto the chair. Walk back. And we're going to place our right leg back. Both feet are facing forward. Knees are slightly bent. I'm just going to move this a little bit more out of the way. Bring the right leg back. Get long in the spine. Both knees slightly bent. And this is really a great exercise for the hips too. Get long in the spine. Hold the navel in to the spine. And get long. Gently creating a little traction by pushing through the arms, pushing through the feet. And carefully walking yourself back up. Arms back out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together. Exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to be facing forward. Place one hand on the chair. And you're going to bring your feet a little bit closer together for this one. The other arm is going to reach up and you're just going to hold on to the chair for balance And I'm going to do a side bend. And as far as your foot placement, if putting your feet too close together is a little bit too much for you, you can have a wider stance. Beautiful. Moving on to the other side. And if the standing variation is too much for you, we can also do this seated. So the standing variation is good also because you're doing the pose from your feet, which will help you get a better stretch through the whole body. On the chair, which is good as well, it'll isolate a little bit more into the lower back. You're going to sit back a little further onto the chair, but don't lean back. So you're still holding yourself up. Hands are on the side of the chair, one arm up. The hand on the side of the chair is pushing onto the chair, and you're going to reach up and over. And over to the other side, up and over. And still sitting as tall as you can, pulling the navel in. And again, inhale, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale. One more time each side. Inhale, exhale. And last one. Inhale, exhale. Coming back to center. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. All right, and now we're going to come off the chair a little bit, and we're going to go back to some forward folds. Arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, reach underneath the legs. Inhale, open, reach up to the sky. Exhale, reaching underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, reach underneath the legs. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. Beautiful. All right. This next exercise, we are going to do a little inversion using the chair. And so you're going to come to the side of the chair, and you want to come down very carefully if you're not used to getting up and down off of a chair. So come down onto your knees, and you're going to move the chair in front of you. Come all the way down, have a seat, And you're going to take your legs and place them up onto the chair. And this is also a really great exercise to relax the psoas. And if your back is hurting, this is also a really great exercise to help calm and just relax the muscles. So your legs are up. Just carefully bring your hips down and square yourself up. Arms are down with by your side with your palms open. And let's take the time to breathe here. And if this is comfortable for you and you want to stay here, you can stay in this position. If it's too much for you to bring your head all the way down to the ground, I'll give you a modification. You can just have a seat in front of the chair, fold up your arms, and rest your head onto the chair to just relax. So take your pick, what position you'd like to be in. They're both relaxing positions, but they're both very different. So I just want to give you options. If you can't lay flat onto the ground, you can come into this position. Wherever you're at, you can stay where you are at. I am going to go back into the position where my legs are up. Arms down by your side. Beautiful. So for the remainder of the time, you can either come all the way flat down to the ground. But again, if you're not comfortable getting all the way down to the ground, you can keep your legs up like we have right now, or you can come into the seated position in front of the chair to relax for the rest of the time. And another option you have is if you are not comfortable at all coming down onto the ground whatsoever, you can lay on a couch and just extend yourself and lay there, get comfortable, and you can Shavasana there if you're not comfortable onto the floor. So just take a moment to just let go of everything and just feel the goodness of your breath in your body. And as you slowly begin to awaken your body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Carefully roll over to your side and push yourself back up. And you can have a seat back on the chair, or if you're on a couch, you can just stay on the couch and come seated on the couch. Arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands together, exhale down to your heart. It is truly an honor and a joy to guide you in your yoga. Thank you for sharing your peace. Namaste.